Well, there you are. Again, Charlie Greer podcast. I do this every day. Today, strange dreams. Before we do, please like, share, and subscribe. If you want to support the channel, which you do, the information's in the description for Cash App and Zelle. Let's do this. Strange dreams. Has anybody else been having strange dreams? Um, I usually don't even remember my dreams, but lately I've been having these like weird dreams, almost like visions, if you will. Uh, yeah, trippy. I know that you're supposed to interpret your dreams. There's books about dream interpretations and this, that, and the other. I know it has to do with your subconscious, your subconscious mind. But I've been having some weird dreams that like wake me up, and then I have to sit there and contemplate and work them through. You know, like yeah, there's a bad dream that you might like, but I'm talking about shit that wakes you up in a sweat. Like see, but I usually don't get those. Lately, I've been having them, and it's strange. Like something's I don't know. Um, there's been two that have been like I literally have to get up. It's like 3 or 4 in the morning and like kind of work it through. Like what the? Because again, usually when I wake up, I don't remember if I had a bad dream. It's usually later in the day or something like, oh yeah, no, these, you know, uh, right away. Like you're disturbed by what you've dreamt about. Again, most bad dreams, it takes me like through the day and I'll remember, oh yeah, I had a bad dream or something. Yeah. Or you don't even remember your dreams. Not all my dreams, it's just like, it's just lately I've had like, there's been two that were like kind of brutal. And like pardon me, they're just a little different, They struck me as like a vision or something. Uh, so let's get into them. So the first one, you know how dreams are, they're all trippy and your brain actually releases DMT when you sleep. So DMT, you don't want to be taking DMT. I think it's DMT. The ayahuasca, I think that's what DMT. You don't want to. You see the building elves and shit. No, you don't want to. You don't want to do. You don't want to be doing that. Um, I hear they're mapping, like the military, like the Marines are literally doing DMT and mapping that world. Good luck with that. Yeah. Good luck with the building elves, the builder elves, or whatever they call them. So the first one, I'm somewhere. It seems like uh, I'm somewhere like in a. It's a dry climate, you know. Might be California. I don't even know. And I'm taken to like again. I'm just dropped into this dream where I'm with this dude who seems like he's intelligence. Like they're doing intelligent, but you would never think they're like hippies, like people that would follow the Grateful Dead, smelly. They don't have, but they have this pretty nice, cool, trippy place. Well, there's one. At first, I just meet him, then I meet the other people. But so he's kind of weird, and even in my dreams, like, man, I shouldn't be here. Like, I don't want him. I don't want him to. I don't want to. I don't want to know what he's about to tell me or show me. So he's like, yeah, I'm growing this. And he said it was like a new hallucinogenic or something they'd found in the forest or some shit. Uh, and he takes me into this room, and they're hanging it to dry, and they're growing it. It looks like a flower with like these kind of brownish kind of things hanging off. And they were eating the leaves of the this hallucinogenic plant. And so for some stupid reason in this dream, I was like, yeah, I'll try a little. I was like, well, how much? Because he was eating a lot, so I just took like a little bit, and it did for a while. Like it hit me, and I was like, oh my god. And then it went away because I didn't eat as much as this dude was like chomping. And then all these people were there. He was like, oh, and they had like this. It was like a commune or whatever. I don't even know. Again, it's a dream. But I knew they were up to something. like some kind of intelligence operation, some kind of I don't even know. They all had body odor. They didn't bathe. They were, you know how like hippies like patchouli and just uh, bo. Um, but I knew again. I had this. I was like, man, I got to get out of here. Now I don't understand why this dream is so like like you've had dreams where it seems real. This is one of them, and I knew what they were up to. Uh, wasn't good. And I met this girl again, a stinky hippie girl who said, I remember her telling me she was from like Oregon, and she had to get to somewhere she wanted to get. So, but she had been. This is the thing. They were because they were telling me again. I don't remember a lot, but they were telling me that they would hitchhike and travel to give out this new hallucinogen flower or whatever to people. College. A lot of they were going to college towns to. Honestly, I don't even know. I remember it was bad. I just know it was nefarious what they were. Again, this is just a dream. I'm not crazy, right? But I have a podcast to do every day, so I got to talk about everything under the sun. So, so yeah, this flower dried. It was yellow looking. Petals. They were doing the like psychedelic petals, flower petals. I know, right? Yeah, yeah, I get it. Uh, and man, she was just smelly, and the strange thing was is somehow I and this is another thing. I know this sounds crazy. It was like time travel. Like somehow, if you do this, you can time travel or dimension shift. I don't even know. Again, I can't wrap my head around. But somehow we were all of a sudden. Oh, and so we went somewhere cold. It was a campus, like a college town, and she didn't need a jacket. It was cold. Everybody's all bundled up in snow, and she had like this a little tank top on, and that made her stick out like she and they even told her like, hey man, you got to cover it up a bit, you can't be somehow she these time traveling hallucinogenic hippies were, I don't know, they weren't even like the cold didn't affect them, or at least her, and she just took off like, I don't need a drink. And she's like Pepe Le Pew, you could just smell her like body of um have you ever had a dream where you think you wake up but you're still in your dream? So I thought I woke up, and then everybody was like, where you been, man? Like it had been months. Like I'd lost my car, I'd lost my a job, I'd lost my apartment, everything. Everybody, I thought they thought I was missing. But to me, I was in my same clothes, and it had been like a day, not even a day. Like and then they were like, "Oh my god," And I got snapped out of the dream. And usually, like, okay, I've had trippy dreams, but this one was just like, "Oh my god," I had to get up and smoke like 3 or 4 cigarettes and contemplate. What the hell did I? Time traveling hippie psychedelic what, huh? See, uh perhaps it was just but then certain dreams, see, I'm part Native American, I have Cherokee. Certain dreams are visions too, so it's like you know when you've had a vision or something. So there's been like and and the more I think of it, it'll come to me. I know it sounds crazy, I know how crazy this is. Well, he's done lost his mind. Yeah, I get it. Is anybody else having any weird dreams? Comment below. Has anybody had some kind of uh, trippy? Have you ran into these hippie, smelly, psychedelic time travelers or dimension shifters? I don't even know what it is. Comment below. Have you have you too ran into these? Yes, I for one have ran it. I don't know. So comment below. Um, I know it sounds crazy. Then the second one I had that was like a vision. Again, there's levels to the dream world. Um, and I used to do Kriya yoga. I did deep meditation. I've done the sink dive. I quit doing it. I used to fast, and hot meditation and all. No, 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 none of that. Because I have faith. I don't want to. There's places you can go in your mind you don't want to go. Um, Ask any medicine man or any kind of tribal leader. You know, no, 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 no. If you're not ready, then it'll get you, or at least take you a while to come back to your senses. That's why matter of fact, anything that alters your conscience is technically like that's why they call alcohol spirits. Well, some people it affects them differently. Some people are allergic to alcohol and don't even know it. That's why they're kind of acting crazy and they're drunk. So uh, people are allergic to vodka. People are allergic to the hops and the this and that and the other. They don't even know. They drink almost every day, or 2 or 3 times a week. So the second dream was quick and easy, but disturbing. I'm in a field near a train. Now, this train had like flat, there was really nothing on this train. Every once in a while, there'd be like a box, but mostly it was just flat. Like, you've seen trains where it's just kind of flat, jigga, 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 trains go by. And it felt like to me, or somehow I felt like I was in a foreign country. Flat. It was flat. I could see and there was fields, and like, where in the fuck am I at? Again, this was like almost a vision. Dreams are different. Again, I don't usually remember my dreams. Or most of my dreams are cool and happy, but I'm like, what am I seeing here? I was by myself by this train track, and the first thing I saw was it was a boxy kind of gray thing that fell from the sky. It was way off in the distance. So this thing must have been huge. And this explosion, I mean, it sounded like 3, like boom, boom, boom. And this like funnel thing, it was in this round bottom. There was no flash. Oh my God, like I'm just shocked at seeing what I'm looking at. I was like, is this going to hit me? Because it was far off in the distance. And for some reason in this dream, I knew this thing, this blast, it didn't have a flash, was like about a mile wide. I thought, man, what the, huh? And then the second one went off, and it was huge. Again, it was a funnel that was dark, and then these light kind of, no light, just like tan looking earth and dark earth, and this big bubble kind of, like, going up, spreading out. The second one was huge. It's for some reason in this dream, I knew and I know it sounds 44 miles wide. What the fuck would I know? What, see? It caused this like liquefaction or it must have hit, I don't even know. Here comes this mud, water, like flying. So I jump on this train, it's going by fast. I try to jump on this flat train. And right before it hits, I wake up. What in the, again, it felt like a vision. I'm from Tennessee. I'm from right in the heart of the Cherokee Nations where I was born. And I knew I had like Native American on my mom's side. Her grandmother, my great grandmother, looked like central casting for like an Indian. My great grandmother, dark black hair, even when she was like 100 years old, starting to gray, but dark skin. My mom has dark eyes. So I have, and I took a DNA test. I'm Cherokee, part Cherokee, Scottish, Cherokee, this and that. I've had visions before. Have you ever dreamt anything that came true too? Am I the only one? I know it sounds crazy. It's quite honestly, it's uncomfortable for me to talk about this, but again, I have a podcast to do every day. I do this every day. So why not? Maybe this will help somebody else out or help me out if somebody else can comment. Do you have these trippy dreams? It seems like it's lately that I've had some of these. Again, there's only 2 that were like really weird. Like they seem like, how dreams are kind of ethereal, and these seem real. And so for some reason, I was getting information too, like, you need to look into this. You need to be talking about, you need to, the one with the trippy, hippie, psychedelic time traveler. I know how crazy that sounds. Smelly, and this blast. I saw two. One was big, the other one was so huge. Again, it was 44 miles away, and it was in somewhere like in Europe or somewhere. Like it wasn't in America. Like I could just for some reason I just knew I wasn't in the United States. Again, I got up. It was like 3 or 4 in the morning, uh, in a sweat. Uh, had to chain smoke and what the shit, just trying to get this wrap my mind around. Because I usually don't have this kind of. It's rare in my life that I've had some like visions or the dream world, whatever you call it. Because I don't like going there, man. I don't want to know. Uh, I'm not prepared. Find some other fool to interpret this trippy ass. Who knows? Perhaps I should though. So yeah, it seemed like I was in a. Just how it was over for some reason. Granted, I've never been to Europe. I wish I could have traveled there, but I haven't. So um, I just knew, when in your dream, that dream world, dream time, whatever it is, you just kind of know uh, what's going on. And somehow this information, again, when I was, this was a short one. The one with the trippy, psychedelic time travel, that dream seemed like it lasted forever. And somehow how I had time travel, again, it seemed like I was gone for a day. When I came back, because I thought I'd woken up. They like, you've been missing. And the police wanted to talk to me. Where you been? And I was in the same clothes. It was like a thing, But the second one with the blast, I saw no flash, just earth, and I've never seen anything like. I mean, destruction. Um, there was no flash. It was just earth, like, and it was a tunnel going up, like in this big round. It just mowed through everything that came rushing at. Comment below. Have you had trippy dreams? Do you interpret your dreams? I used to write dreams down, um, and I don't usually remember my dreams. Um, but lately I've been again, not every night. So most of the time, I'm happy dreams. Wake up all la 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 la. You just had a good night's sleep, but you don't even remember your dream. And later on in the day, it's like, oh yeah, I remember dreaming about like something happy happening, or you know. Uh, so it is kind of, you know, again, people don't look. See, I really kind of try to figure things out within myself. So I have an open mind, and again, I did a lot of meditation back in the day. Um, I'm just more of an open person. I can read people. I'm not attracted to con people. I know a con. I know manipulate. You know what I mean? People will rush to that. They. That's a thing. I've had really good friends they're just will drop everybody around them, people they've known forever, to follow someone they just met who's like the biggest con man they don't get it. Have you ever been around a group of people or friends, then someone comes up and they're the creepiest person you've ever met, they're lying, this, that, and the other. Then some of your friends, like, oh my God, he's so great, and you're thinking, man, I need to go take a shower after meeting this guy, and you're about to follow your. No, I don't think that'll ever change. I think that's always going to be in the that's psychology of human behavior. I don't get it, but I've seen it over and over and over. I've seen talented people go down the tubes, basically following strangers that are con people. Oh yeah, yeah, and then they're surprised. Well, he ended up in jail. Well, no shit. I tried to tell you. No, how did you know? I wouldn't, because I'm in tune with my intuition, my inner spirit. It drives me crazy that people aren't. They had no. They just think that there's some kind of like worm jerky walking around this world when they're not. We're spiritual beings. You got to tap into that, man. There's only two ways you're going to go. It's only good and bad. That's it. People think like, oh no, there's all these abstracts, and then no. And nobody's exempt. You know, Um, I know I know how crazy this sounds. Believe I know it's uncomfortable for me to talk about. I was thinking, should I even say this? Because I was going to say something. I was going to do something else today, but I was like, man, I need to be warning people or something. I don't even know. I got to get this off my chest. I got to be honest about this. Again, comment below. Do you have strange dreams? Um, do you interpret your dreams? But here's the thing about my dreams. I don't let it affect my life. Like I let it, I again, I wake up and I'm kind of like sweating and kind of work it through my mind, but then it's over. I don't know. But these two dreams have been kind of, and they're not going to affect how I treat other people. Uh, and my podcast is like therapeutic. It's like therapy to me to sit here and rant like a madman every day. Um, again, every day, it's brutal to do this every day. I gotta be honest with you. I didn't think it'd be this hard. Um, it is. Well, you try it. Whoever, I mean, nobody's listening to it or watching this, whatever. But those who are, it's tough. Some days you just don't want to do it. Most days you don't want to. Do I have to do what? I said I would. I'll do it. But yeah, these dreams, strange dreams, visions, if you will. I think there's something to it. Now, granted, it could be just about me. It could just be like something in my personal life. I don't know. Um, and I've read again books about dreams and interpreting dreams and this, that, and the other. And I know there's like psychologists and psychiatrists, whatever. There's people that you can go to. You can to go talk to like Native American medicine men. They'll walk you through. Don't smoke anything they're offering or take any tea or any of that. No cigarettes, no nothing. It could be laced. Be forewarned doing DMT or ayahuasca or whatever it is. And the doors of perception. Huxley's right. You don't want to. There's certain doors you don't want to, because it might take you time to come back to your normal self. But as a matter of fact, you got to train your mind and your spirit, even with meditation. Like when I was doing Kriya yoga, which is like a meditative yoga, where there's a whole process. It takes years to. And I used to go to the ashram on Mount Washington, and there was monks there. It was a self-realization center, started by the Paramahansa Yogananda in like the 20s or something like that. And I'd go up there. It was Elvis, one of Elvis's favorite places to go. I didn't even know it was there. I lived in LA for forever before I was like, there's an ashram. Really, it's beautiful up there. The Self-Realization Center. If you're in LA, check it out. Good luck finding it because all these little roads and it's tough. You get lost. But I quit because there's something about that too. I'm not going to get into it, but everybody has to experience everything for themselves, you know. And it was good, a lot of times things are good and a little bit of, tough love. So there's some tough love, even with meditation. Gotta be careful. Again, comment below. Are you having strange dreams? Are you having visions? Perhaps you are. Again, they come out of the blue, like, oh, hey, I'm going to bed, saying that, and then he's, and there's other things that like happen that certain people see. I pick up on a lot of things. I was watching this thing that the scientists or whoever, they're saying that there's all these dimensions and we shift in and out all the time. It's just if you notice certain things, I think they're onto something about that. I mean, I can't prove it. I don't know, but my gut tells me like, oh, that's right. I'd rather not be shifting dimensions, whatever they're talking about, but we're constantly shifting between. Pardon me. And these are scientists. They're doing scientific studies and they're figuring this stuff out. Yeah, the military is supposedly mapping this DMT world. I mean, I can't believe it, but maybe they are. Perhaps they are. They probably are. Can you imagine, like being a soldier and like they're hitting you with DMT and oh god, because DMT doesn't last too long. I guess they got to give you a steady drip of. I don't know. It could be hearsay. But again, comment below. Have you ever dreamt anything that came true? I think we all have. A lot of stuff that I've dreamt that came true was literally insignificant. Like it just didn't. It was silly. Like it wasn't anything like major. It's like, well, I dreamt about that, and here I am. Every once in a while, it would be like something, but see, I think that we're supposed to interpret this stuff within everybody. Like it's a unique thing that everybody should be doing. But I get it. Life kicks in, and you got stuff to do. You got jobs. You got this, that, and the other. If you have a family and kids, well, you got like basketball games to go. What a ballet class. I don't know. But you got a life to live. You got dogs. You got a house. And you got to mow the lawn. And I get it. The last thing you want to do is, and most people just keep it in like pleasantries, like, "Oh, how you doing?" They're not going to get too deep for the conversation. They get uncomfortable, and but they need to. They should. But again, I get it. I understand why people don't want to, because it is uncomfortable. Sometimes it puts you in an uncomfortable spot. If you block that off, then, but then again, all you're doing is holding down your spirit. You gotta. It's up to the individual, though. I think live and let live. Again, please like, share, and subscribe. If you want to support the channel, the information's in the description for Cash App and Zelle. And I do this every day, unfortunately for me. So I'll be back tomorrow, ranting and raving like a madman. Not necessarily about dreams, but you never know. But I'll see you tomorrow. I love y'all. Be blessed. Cheers.